Hi guys, Bori here. Today we'll be discussing early game progression and how to progress your account into the so-called end game that Grand Summoners has to offer, and how to start grinding your favorite events that you see, like Boros and get your Boros luck unit, and how to just start your account off on the right foot. You've probably just finished rerolling, and you've probably cried a lot, like I used to, on rerolling for the favorite units that you wanted. But today we'll just be trying to get you off on the right foot and just explain a broad guide on how to progress your account and into the future. This guide will be good for later on too. Near the end of the guide, I'll be discussing current events and things, but the opening part of this guide will be good into the future and for the foreseeable time. One of the first things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to choose four of your favorite units that you just re-rolled from or that you got from your banner, and you're going to want to put them in your team. So you're going to get units, and you're just going to put four of them into a party. One of the things that you might want to do if you don't have a healer in your team is put in Phoenix. Phoenix is a 4-star unit that you're guaranteed pretty much to get out of one of your multi-pools that you did. And he's a really good healer. And a lot of us used him at the start of the game because there was only one healer in the game, and a lot of us didn't have him. And he's really good to help clear some of the harder content in the game, which I'll talk about him again later on and how he'll help you. But once you choose four of your units and such, you're going to want to level them up. So what you want to do is you're going to want to go do Silver Birds of Exploring. Now, Silver Birds of Exploring can be found under Exploring, Boot Camp, and then Silver Birds of Exploring. Now, you need keys to run this, and at the start of the game, you're going to have very few keys, because I think it gives you 50, if I'm not, maybe 20, if I'm not speaking. It's been a long time. But you don't want to use your keys. What you want to do is you actually want to join multi-lobbies and have other people use their keys, so that way you can get some birds to level up your units. But what you do is you click this little drop down right here. You scroll all the way down to Silver Birds of Exploring. You can click Advanced, and you're going to look for a lobby. If nothing's popped up, you're going to want to click Update until somebody's lobby pops up. If nobody's lobby pops up, you're going to want to go into the Discord and ask us to see if anybody will run some keys for you. Most people will help you out in that manner. But you're going to want to join these quests and run it a few times to get some silver birds. Now, once you get some silver birds, what you want to do is you want to level up your units, right? So what you do is you go to Enhance, and then you select your unit that you want to enhance. I'm just going to choose Phoenix for this example. You click on the little boxes, you scroll down, and select the birds, and boom, levels them up as you enhance for a small grand cost. This will help you breeze through some of the early game progression and content when you have some higher level units that base skill attack damage is higher than most of the HP of the early quests in the game. Once you do this, you're going to want to go to Exploring and Tower of Initiation under Events. Tower of Initiation is a great thing for beginners because the first 5 quests give you some of the best equipment in the game. Granted, you have to clear these quests with no deaths, and it's really easy. You should be able to do this with just the base units that you got. But you're going to get some really good equipment out of these, and just run through this event as much as you can until you fail. Once you fail, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to equip all the equipment here, and you can do that by pressing on the equip and doing that, and then selecting them to it. And you want to make sure that all your equips that you can possibly equip on a unit are on there at the start of the game, because the game gives you a few to start to. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start progressing through the quests. You want to do this because the quests give you a free unit Reyes, because you get him at the start of the game. You get his materials for evolving him, and you also get limit break stones for him, which will allow you to get a luck unit to 80. He'll be your first luck unit, and it'll help you join multi-lobbies much easier and help you progress through the game more. The quests later on can be kind of hard in Chapter 5, which is why you have Phoenix, because you might need a healer, and he should be able to help you. I can do a guide on some of the bosses in the early game and how to beat them with pretty much nothing. But you're going to want to clear through Chapter 5. This could take you anywhere from 3 to 4 hours to a couple days, depending on how diligent you are about doing this and how dedicated you are. But that's fine. Once you do this, you're going to unlock the side story. And you're going to click on side, and you might not be able to beat this at the start, But you want to progress through this as much as you can. If you beat the last boss in the game, you should be able to beat this. It's not that hard. This will give you the evolve mats for your Reyes, so you can take him to 5-star. Once you progress through the quest, and I can make a guide later on how to beat some of the bosses and such, you're going to want to run Tasmons, which is the same thing. You can join multi-lobbies because it's a key dungeon. And you're going to want to use your Reyes when you join. And you'll click Intellect. And this will drop stat boost monsters, which I'm sure if you played other gacha games, a lot of gacha games have this feature where you can increase a unit's stats using other units to enhance into them. I forget what some of the other gacha games call them, because I use the Grand Summoners now. But you do that the same way with your birds. You click on Enhance a Unit, you click on here, and you can see how much stats you're allowed to enhance into a unit. When you click on them, right here, as you see in the yellow, and then you'll just select the Tasmons that you got. I have one. I have a couple. The little blue guy, the green guys are HP, blue guys are defense, red guys are for attack. And this will increase your stats, as you can see here, the plus green. You want to do this on your Reyes until your Reyes has max stats. This will help eliminate getting kicked a lot in multiplayer, because if you equip the free equips that you've gotten so far that are already leveled up and such, you'll be less likely to be kicked. This is going to be probably a couple days into your account. But once you beat the story, which should be your main focus, honestly, on the game, you're going to want to go back into the tower, and then you're going to want to finish off the Tower of Initiation if you haven't already finished it, and then get your Limit Break Stones. So hold on to these for now, and depending on what unit you have, you might want to Limit Break certain ones first, but we could do another guide on this. I think Nightwolf made a guide for this as well, and I'll leave that in the description. But you're going to want to start running the One Punch Man collab. You're going to want to beat this as much as you can. You want to get up to specs, so that way you can host the lobby and get your Boros. But you're going to want to join multi and start clearing this using your Reyes. And this will help you get some decent 5-star equipment and start farming Limit Break Stones and keys to help progress your account. Now, this is just a broad guide on how to start your account, how to start the quest, and what to do after you finish the quest and such. I'll do a more in-depth story guide in the next few days to hopefully help you out on some of the bosses. But I hope this helps some of you guys out. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments or contact me on the Discord, and I'll be glad to help them. Thank you for watching.